welcome to my live stream of Root Film. We're going to continue on the final chapter of this story. Hopefully shed some light on that 10-year-old mystery film, which we finally have our hands on, if you recall. And apologies for not streaming a lot this week, and yesterday as well. It's been quite a chaotic week. And today's been the first day since my last stream that I've actually been able to sit down and relax. Again, I do have stuff to do this afternoon, so this will be cut short if I'm not done by, say, midday. And also, I've been playing a couple other things as well, but not long enough to stream, and that's the difference. However, I do have some time off coming up in the next 2 weeks. I have most of next week, or the coming week, should I say, off, or at least free. I'm off Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I'll work night shift on Friday, so I can play a little bit during the day. Plus, it's school holidays, so I don't have anywhere to be. I don't have to cut things short, and I can carry on playing right into the afternoons and evenings. And then 2 weeks after that, I'm in for another 2 weeks. So that will be quite nice to catch up on things. And I'll have a lot of games coming out at the end of the month and from the end of this month onwards. So we have lots to keep us busy. But with any further ado, let's get on with it. We're going to continue. It's a bit of a flow chart because if we continue, it continues to the end of the last one. So we've cleared all of these. We're on part 5 of Yagamo. Let's start with that. Now then, star actress, how about one last line to pull the curtains on this? Again? A great actress wouldn't complain there. So we put the capricious hall behind us, but we were unaware of the next case that awaited us. What was that throw? It's like, to be continued next week. The screen before his eyes shows nothing. The screen before his eyes shows nothing but white static as the sound of a reel rolling back rings through the room. So that's not his little sister. Right the second time. Sayama slowly reaches for the projector and switches it off. With this, the lighting in the room goes out, leaving only a dim darkness. It seems that's the end. So they were doing what they're currently doing. So Riho and her manager were probably part of the show that was meant to stream or film 10 years ago. God knows what happened though. Hopefully this chapter will tell us what happened. He's good. With that whisper, he thinks he can make out the faint sound of Sayama stirring, after which the room's light blink back on. Yagamo pretends to squint from the bright light, taking the chance to wipe off the moisture from his face. After waiting for Yagamo to take a few breaths, Sayama speaks to him somberly. Well, what? Well, it looks like the 2 films you brought in were without a doubt pilots from the project 10 years ago. Like kettle or a rice maker in the background. This is what you've been looking for the whole time, isn't it? What do you think then? You satisfied? Am I satisfied? I didn't really look for these for satisfaction. Oh, in which case, why were you so desperate to find them? From what I've seen, they're pretty run-of-the-mill mystery dramas. I didn't find anything in that film that would get it suspended. So there has to be some kind of other reason you're so obsessed with it. Because I don't think this is something worth going out of your way to find. No. This is value on its own. At least to me it does. And what? Seems like Sayama might ask him what value that is, but Yagumo shakes him off and gets to his feet. Thank you for letting me use the projection room. Hey, Yagumo. What is it? You said seeing this didn't leave you satisfied, but you are whole with this, right? In that case, you should forget about all this. You should focus on your own project now. This is your big chance to make a splash up. I appreciate your advice, but can't forget about this. Yagumo says this with a stiff, almost mechanical voice and leaves the room. Left behind, Sayama stares at the door Yagumo went through with a bitter expression. Yagumo gulps down some cold water from his personal mug, placing a hand on his chest as he waited for his heightened pulse to go down. Those films. I knew it. That was what I've been looking for this whole time. Yagumo closes his eyes and looks up. Memories that had been sealed in his heart 10 years ago are beginning to stir again. Yagumo switches on his PC and checks his mailbox. Just one unread mail from Sakuya. Subject, tonight. From Sakuya. Dear brother, don't forget we're having dinner tonight. That's at 6:30 in Volair, at a restaurant in Matsuri. Right, we're supposed to have dinner together tonight. Can't forget about that. Yagumo checks his watch, confirms he still has some time, and then clicks the refresh button to in his email box a few times. After refreshing a few times, he confirms there were no new mails. No mails from any sham shamans today, huh? After returning from the capricious hall, he had been checking it every day, but ever since he stopped getting mails from Yugunsei Kumashiro, I guess Yugo really was the one sending those mails under Yugunsei Kumashiro's name. But Yagumo opens his inbox and types Kumashiro into the search bar. All the emails from Yugunsei Kumashiro sent him so far up on the screen. Death surrounds you. From Yugunsei Kumashiro. Dear Max Yagumo, my clairvoyance told me death surrounds you. The Tsuwano incident was just the beginning. More people around you may disappear. You are destined to dance with death. Your destiny was already sealed after the events 10 years ago. Please let me save you from this destiny. I have the power to do so. Yagumo glares at the email while crossing his arms in thought. There it is. The letter alluding to the events of 10 years ago. Yugo couldn't know about me being after the pilot films from 10 years ago. That means whoever wrote this email was someone other than him that knew about it and tried to draw me out. Yagumo stayed as he did for a moment, lost in thought, but realizing thinking would get him nowhere, Yagumo heaves a sigh and closes the mail. Tomorrow I will show you my power. From Yugunsei Kumashiro. Dear Max Yagumo, I am relieved you finally responded to my email. This may be my first step to saving your soul. But for true salvation, you must deepen your trust in me and strengthen our bond. Please tell me where I can meet you tomorrow. Look for someone with a crutch. Yugo got me involved in that incident and tried to pin the crime on me. Assuming he needed to have me make contact with Sakurai, it wouldn't be unnatural to assume he sent that mail. What did you think? From Yugunsei Kumashiro. Dear Max Yagumo, I felt the need to demonstrate my power before we met, and thus I punished a villain with hellfire. What do you think? Surely now you believe in my power. If Yugo came up with a trick surrounding Sakurai's body, it would make sense that he wrote this mail, I suppose. Besides, this was all in preparation towards me being lured to the capricious hall. Subject, let's meet up. From Yugen-sai Kumashiro. Dear Max Yagamo, I see you finally believe in me. I'm quite pleased. Seems the time has come for me to meet you face to face. Please come to the Kuni Yuzuri beach tomorrow night at 9. I shall tell you everything I know about the project from 10 years ago. This was the first instruction I was mailed to lure me to the Capricious Hall. In other words, it makes sense Yugo wrote this. He was waiting for me at the Capricious Hall, after all. Yagamo heaves a deep sigh and looks up to the ceiling. It's all jumbled up. It's like Yugo wrote some of the mails and someone else wrote the rest. Yugen-sai Kumashiro emails were sent by multiple senders. Yeah, I guess it wasn't just Yugo that sent them after all. So I should assume there were 2 people that sent me emails under Kumashiro's name. At least, I guess. Hey. How's work going? As Yagamo enters the room and calls out to her, Magari replies while moving the mouse busily and without looking up from the monitor. Man, the end is finally on the horizon. There's over 50 hours worth of data in here after all. Well, we kept the camera rolling the whole time while scoping out locations. It would add up to that much. For now, I divided it into material that's good for location scouting and material for the bonus footage. Got about 70 minutes in there. Sounds about right. Keep up the good work. Roger that, Chief. Oh, and... is it really alright if I scrub all the scenes for, like, the real deal murder scenes out of the data? Oh. Yeah. Of course. We don't want other people to see that, and we don't want any reminder of that either. We only took those to help solve the cases to begin with. Once the cases are closed, we don't need them anymore. Right. That's good then. Knowing you, I was worried you might tell me to keep it in since it'll make for good material. Not that nasty. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't make me out to be that way. Not like anything you've said or done so far is very indicative of good taste. That's rude. But hey, don't worry. Just the thought of having actual footage from the murder scene on my hard drive gives me the willies. Oh, I guess that's just common sense right there. Anyway, should have this finished over the night, and I'll upload it to the server once I'm done. Make 2 folders for the master data and the data I extracted, to stay on the safe side. Erase the master folder after you see everything's fine. I mean, can't erase it on my own. Right, got it. I know it's a lot of work, but give it one more push. Magari nods in what looks like a salute without tearing her eyes off the monitor, and Yagamo leaves the editing room. Where shall I go next? Back to the reception room? Is there anything else I can do in there? Yagamo gulps down some cold water from his personal mug. Oh wait, hang on. It's just a repeat of the last scene. I'm gonna go to the studio TV center. Just see if there's anything there before I go to have dinner with my sister. I don't have anything else to do here right now. Okay. Let's just go to Restaurant Polo then. I figured I'd be better off being close to the restaurant, but it's still early. Going in too soon would be troubling the restaurant, so I should probably just check where the place is. While checking his smartphone's map, Yagamo searches for the restaurant Sakuya specified, Volare. After confirming he'd found the restaurant's entrance, Yagamo decides to kill some time before the meeting. So I can't go back to my studio, and let's just go back to the TV headquarters then. Oh, I got too confused. Okay, yeah, this is where I actually wanted to be. Yagamo meets Isogami for the first time since the incidents in Yunotsu with a stiff expression. Isogami enters the room slightly later than planned and takes a seat on the reception room sofa with an exaggerated gesture.
Yeah, Max-chan.
Oh, Maxie! This time I really am in a panic. It all ended well because you caught the culprit before the press called Winterford, but this time it was just a little too popping for my tastes. My apologies. I imagine having a false charge pressed on me must have left me really panicked. Well, suppose I can't blame you. An inquiry from the police came in and let me tell you it was hell. Some of the execs even mentioned suspending the project. Though I did manage to use my authority to stop that from happening. No, really. Can't thank you for all your help with this project, Isugami. Don't mention it. You can pay me back for it with good work. I've always had a good opinion of you, Maxie. So, how's the writing going? If you don't get started on it soon, we won't have time to order a scenario writer. I have a main concept down. I've got a good location scouted out, so I figured I'd go there to focus on work for a while. See, that's good then, because I think I almost found a writer that'll work well with you. How do you get along with them too? Hope you two come up with a good poppin' scenario together. I will. I'll do my best to not cause you any more trouble. Counting on you. Yagumo bows one more time and walks away from Isugami. Almost time for me to go meet Sakuya. Ooh, excuse me, that's my tummy, I'm hungry. What's she doing here? Hitoha is standing in front of the restaurant. Her face lights up on seeing Yagumo, and she raises her hand to wave toward him. Seeing her like that, Yagumo feels like he just met up with his date. This feels nice. Yagumo jogs over, feeling his heart beat a bit faster than it should. Sorry I kept you waiting. You could have waited inside. I'm confused. Oh no, we finally get to meet up, so I wanted to go in with you. Your sister and the others are already inside. I saw them here earlier, so I already told them hello. Oh, so it's not just him having dinner with her. Okay. Right then, let's hurry on in. Oh, Rintaro! Here, over here! A familiar voice calls out to him from the table by the window. Her voice echoed through the quiet restaurant, and feeling everyone's gazes fixed on them, Yagumo hurries over to the table. Don't shout, doofus! Let me introduce you. This is Yamagishi, the director I've been working with. Kentaro Yamagishi. Pleasure. Oh, hello. Rintaro Yagumo. Seeing Yamagishi composedly extend a hand toward him, Yagumo hurriedly fixes his posture and shakes his hand. Kentaro Yamagishi. He was one of this project's 3 directors, along with Max Yagumo and Izaya Ibuse. Sakuya works under him, and based on his suggestion, the 2 directors decided to meet for dinner together. I've seen the work he submitted to the Asian Film Convention. It was good work. I can see why Miss Ibuse gave you such high praise. Not at all. Thank you. I think I've seen most of your work too. How do I put it? It showed me you can make good work even under a limited budget. It was inspiring. You might just make me blush. Seeing the 2 of them speak quietly, Sakuya whispers to Itoha. Just look at them sparks fly. Sparks all over the place. Really? It looks like they're just talking to me. That's just on the surface, but you can be sure there's sparks flying between the 2 of them. After all, this is a joint project between 3 directors. Neither of them can step down. I mean, I was confident I'd steal the show as the lead role, but when I met you, I realized I'm in for some tough competition. Really? Yep, but I'm not gonna lose. I'll win in the end, you'll see. I'll definitely beat you and shine as the main star. Bang! You really don't have to go out of your way to build up this sense of rivalry. I'm pretty sure you're just joking, though. You figured it out? You figured doing this will help hype us. But since this is joint work, we should all try to liven up the project. Right, Director? Rintaro? That's our intent, of course. Yeah, we'll definitely make sure it's a success. Then let's have a toast for the project's success. The four lift their glasses, clicking them together at the table center with a clear sound. Two hours later, having finished their friendly dinner, the group leaves the restaurant. What are you doing after this, Sakuya? Director's gonna go on Shimone scouting out locations, so I figured I'd join in. Maybe I'll actually get caught up in a real incident like you did, Hitsuha. I'm looking forward to it. No, I don't think stuff like that happens so often. Sakuya, you better not cause Yamagishi any trouble with that attitude of yours. Seriously. I know. Never caused him any trouble so far, right, Director? Well, you don't have to worry. I'll take good care of your sister. Yep, take good care of me. I swear. I leave her in your care, Yamagishi. Yes, let's both endeavor to do the best work we can and elevate the project to the next level. And you watch yourself, Hitsuha. Wouldn't want Rintaro to make a pass at you. Huh? Don't say stupid stuff like that. Hitsuha, I'll be seeing you. Sakuya waves at them and then gets into a taxi with Yamagishi. Their taxi drives off. That girl never changes, I swear. Well, she's an interesting person. She reminds me of you in some ways, but feels completely different in others. I think we're more different than we are alike. Really now. Well, that aside, you're staying in a hotel, right? You're staying at a hotel right now, right? Hitsuha? I'll pay for your taxi, so head on back. Oh, don't. That's a waste. I still have time. I'll take the bus. Then I'll walk you to the bus stop. Thank you. The two walk side by side, the light of the passing by cars illuminating them intermittently. Director, did you decide which location we should scout out next? I haven't decided yet. We need to submit the plot for the movie soon, so I'll need to focus on that for the time being. I see. But I'm looking forward to us scouting out the next spot together again. The last times were scary, but I've had fun so far. I'm glad to hear you say that. Really, I am. Feels like I keep getting you caught up in these awful incidents. Hitsuha smiles at Yagumo's words and then hops in place, turning to face him. I know. Director, I'd like to ask you something. What is it? Could you burn a DVD with all my scenes from the location scouting so far? I'd like to send them home, to my dad. I'm starting to get a funny feeling about this girl. Like the innocence is fake. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, that's not a problem at all. I'll have them over as soon as it's done. Thank you very much. See, my dad, he's a bit of a worrywart, so I want to show him I'm doing fine. I assume most parents would be worried at seeing their daughter enter showbiz. I'll ask the editor to put in scenes where you look the most cheerful then. Really? That's a promise? Okay. Yeah, I'll show you just how good my editor is. Right. Promise. Hitsuha suddenly trails off and pitches forward, sinking into Yagumo's chest. And before Yagumo understands what's going on, she crumbles powerlessly down like a doll with its strings cut.
おい、ひとあちゃん、おい、
Hey,
しっかり
stay
し
with
ろ。
me.
ひとあちゃん、ひとあちゃん。
I'm paranoid. Man, the director really threw me for a loop when he called in and said you passed out. So, how are you feeling this morning? They gave me an IV and I got a good night's sleep, so I'm all better now. Apparently I just built up some fatigue, but there's nothing to worry about.
そっか。
Figures. We did have you follow us around all over the place on location scouting. Seriously, location scouting shouldn't be that much of a mess. I feel bad for letting you go through that. Oh, don't worry. I'm feeling well enough to be discharged as soon as today. Well, you would say that, but the doctor probably told you to stay in the hospital for a while longer, so it'd be for the best if she stayed. That's right. We have some time before we start shooting the footage, so you should take the time and rest. But, well, if you need a change of clothes or any daily necessities, just let me know and I'll get what you need. Right then. Thank you. Hitoha nods at them with a slightly displeased expression, but then waves and smiles at the two as she leaves the room. As they leave her room. Are you members of the family? Sorry, I'm just going to keep an eye on my messages. Sorry, I've got to keep up to date with my husband. He's having a procedure today, and I need to go. That's why I'm going to cut the stream short. If around midday-ish they discharge him. The two go out of the corridor, only to meet a doctor as he's about to enter her room. Ah, no. We are her co-workers. I see. The doctor falls into contemplative silence at their answer, but soon bows his head and disappears into the room with the nurses. Let's go, director. Right. So, what do we do next? Each director is in charge of 3 stories, so we need to scope out at least one more location. But I guess having an actress accompany us is unusual, so I think we can just go and do that on our own. The deadline for submitting the plot is coming up, so we can leave scouting out locales for later. More importantly, though, did something happen? No. Just want to look into the project from 10 years ago a little more deeply. You did tell me you found the film in the Capricious Hall. You saw it, right? Was there anything interesting in there? No, nothing. Just a normal run-of-the-mill mystery drama. Then isn't that enough? There wasn't anything there, right? No, I only found the first and second part, and the second part ended with foreshadowing for a next part. There should be another. Third film. Have to find it. The reason the project got suspended has to be there. Why are you obsessed about it? Besides, whatever reason got it suspended has nothing to do with this shoot, right?
それはそうなんだ。
Well, I guess, but... Yagumo falls silent, prompting Magari to shrug. Fine. Whatever. I'll help you out if it bothers you that much. I won't have much work on my hands once I'm done with our data from the location scouting. Sure, I had to throw up a little, but I get a bonus for it. You didn't have to mention the throwing up part, but I'm thankful for your help. But there's one thing I'm worried about. What was that film doing in the Capricious Hall? I'm not seeing how it's related. In the films I saw, the second one takes place in the Capricious Hall. I did think there was a lot of really weird tricks and contraptions there, but apparently that place was built to be set for a movie. They built a whole building just for that? Talk about having a large budget. Except it wasn't, it was all real life. I don't think they built it from scratch, but just modified an existing building. But yeah, it must have been a big expense. But if that's true, it's still weird to leave the film just sitting there. You can't just leave a precious film like that forgotten in the movie set. And that's what's bothering me. There's no way the staff just forgot it there at the time. They wouldn't treat the master copy carelessly like that. And even if it's just a spare copy, they wouldn't just leave it there. Someone probably got their hands on it from somewhere else and stored it there. You think it was the culprit, Yugo Tomine? It'd be easy if it was him, but he has nothing to do with the project from 10 years ago. Can't see him going out of his way to get it. So what are you going to do next? You got any leads? Right. First, Shimane Prefectural Police. That's new. Let's go there. Yagumo walks down south. Oh, hang on. Yagumo walks south down the main road while looking over Matsue Castle's right side. Eventually, he reaches his destination, the large office building standing opposite the Geta workshop. This is where you were going? The Shimane Prefectural Police Department, yes. Detective Misawa should be back already. What? I just don't like police stations. They really wrung me out once, and I kinda don't get along with them since. Well, it's not like you're doing anything wrong right now, so you'll be fine. Come on, let's go. I don't wanna. I'm scared, I guess. Come on, it's going already. Pulling a pouting Magari along with him, Yagumo enters the Shimane Prefectural Police Department and asks for Detective Misawa at the reception. After a short wait, they're led into a room where, for whatever reason, they find Detective Keishino. Aren't you with Misawa? Detective Misawa is out, taking a deposition for a case. Just the two of you this time. What about Hitoha? Hitoha's, working on her own today. Oh, well, I'll be off then. Keishino raises a hand and makes to leave the room, only for Magari to call him back. Well, wait up! What are you here for? We haven't told you what we're here for yet. Fine. Talk. What are you up here for? It's about Yugo. How's the investigation going? Yugo Tomine, eh? Well, he's been surprisingly cooperative in his hearings, so it's going well.
それじゃあ
Then I'd like to ask a few things. Before Yagumo can say anything else, Keishino silences him with a raised hand and tells him flat out, Hold on there, bucko. If you want to ask about his testimony, that's a no-go. We can't let information leak in the middle of an investigation. No, wait. That man locked me up and tried to kill me. I'm a victim here. I think I have a right to hear... No, if I do that, I'll just get scolded big time by Detective Misawa. But... the hell with your butts. Wait a minute, Detective Keishino. Magari steps up in front of Keishino and gazes directly into his eyes. Could you please make an exception? What are you trying to pull? An impression of Hitoha. What do you think? I'll place you under arrest the next time you try it. Keishino throws those words into the air and tries to leave the room again until to once again be stopped by Magari. Wait. Poor Hitoha is sick in bed and really wants to know. What? Hitoha's in the hospital right now, lying in her hospital bed. She told us to ask you about this. Hitoha is she really in the hospital? Seriously? The poor thing said she feels all alone in the hospital. How awful, poor baby. I ought to go visit her right away. Where is she in the hospital? Well, you see... See what? Just tell me. I mean, we can't just tell you. Hitoha has parts of her privacy to consider. Right, Director? Right. And this isn't information we can just divulge in our own discretion. Wait, come on now. We're friends. You can tell me. You're our friend? Of course, we cracked the case together. Then the least you could do is share some information about that case, right? Fine. Can't tell you everything though, it depends on what you're asking. Anyway, what do you want to know? First, I want to know if Yugo was Yugensai Kumashiro. I think there's a good chance there was someone else behind him. Oh, that. It's too soon to say for sure right now. How come? We're tracing where the mails were sent from and comparing it to his testimony. We can't know for sure until we've finished checking it. See, I understand why you feel that way. Is that all you wanted to know? No, there was something else. About the Capricious Hall. The Capricious Hall? See, from what I know, it was built as a set for a movie 10 years ago. I think at that point, it legally belonged to Shimane TV. How did Yugo get his hands on that building? That's what you mean. His testimony did mention that place. Apparently they converted an existing building for the shoot. I knew it. And after the shoot, it was set to be demolished, but Yugo Tomine's father bought it on a whim. Tomine then asked his father to use the place for his production, and that's how it became a crime scene. Is that right? So Yugo really is unrelated to the project 10 years ago. Figures. Makes no sense given his age, too. Is that all? Yes. That's all I wanted to know for now. Thank you. Then we'll be off. Sorry to have bothered you while you're busy. Wait, hold on. Which hospital is Hitoha in? Come on, we're friends. Tell me. She said Matsue Medical Hospital. It's nearby. Right. We'll visit her later then. Yes. We're off then. See ya. Keishino jots down the hospital's name as Yagumo leaves the room. I don't think that place exists. Or it's the wrong hospital. Magari, Hitoha isn't hospitalized at Matsue Medical Hospital. She's at the municipal hospital. I know. I can't let him anywhere near Hikaha when she's in a hospital gown. Oh. Oh, you're right. You know I'm right. The two nod at each other and leave the police office behind them hurriedly. Let's see if there's anything worth Hikaha at the moment. Director, I don't think coming here too much is a good idea. Hikaha's here because she needs to be treated, you know. What's that bag on the top of the nurse's station? Yeah, you're right. We probably shouldn't visit her anymore today. Yagumo and Magari turn around and leave the hospital. Go to the studio and see if there's anything. Yagumo enters the reception room only to find Magari comparing receipts to a ledger. Oh, you sorting out the receipt journal? Yep. We need to submit documents to our tax accountant soon. Right. Sorry you have to handle this, but thanks. I'm bad with that kind of busy work. That's fine, Director. But don't we have too many receipts for this cabaret club in Matsue? This, pureness place? No, I just, frequent the place. Well, fine. Just don't spend too much. I know the cabaret isn't going to bend backwards to keep skimpy, cheap clients like you coming. Yes, ma'am. Yagumo could only reply meekly to her reasoning. The editing for the location scout data was complete, and so Magari was loitering in the room since she didn't have any work to do. Come to think of it, she works fast for a beginner. I ought to thank her. Yagumo leaves the editing room while thanking Magari on the inside. Let's check my emails and then we'll be on our way. Yagumo opens his PC to check his mailbox again, but it seems he didn't receive any new mails. Nothing new from Yugansai Kumashiro. After opening and closing the mails he got so far a few times, he remembers something and opens the server's file directory. Margaret did say she's done editing the images from the location scout. Sitting in the folder, he finds two folders titled Master Data and Edited. Opening the files, he flips through them, confirming their contents. Margaret's editing was as flawless as ever. She cut out scenes with beautiful sceneries and good shots of Hitoha they could use as a bonus footage. He needs to edit out some footage she can send to her father too. After confirming there weren't any missing or unnecessary footage, he moves his cursor to the folder called Master. He then right-clicks to open the scroll-down menu and hovers the cursor over the Delete button. Yagumo closes the menu without clicking Delete. He then drags the folder into his local PC, creating a copy of it. Good shot. Don't delete anything master, any master copies of anything, until the last minute. You never know. Let's see what's in the archive center, if anything. Hey, I heard you went through some bad times in your Matsue. Sayama speaks, smirk on his lips as he looks over their faces. I hear the police tried to arrest you and you had to run away. No. Well, I was kind of at the end of my rope back there. Well, in the end your innocence was proven, so all's well that ends well. Izogami was in a panic, thinking the project might be canned. Yeah. I can see why they might do that. I'll have to apologize to them tomorrow. Yes, you do that. You wouldn't want to squander your big chance to make a name for yourself. As he speaks, Sayama pours Yagumo and Magari coffee. They gratefully accept and cough the coffee as they chat with Sayama for a while. Oh, it's you, Maxie. On entering Shimane TV's lobby, they run into Izogami, who had just come down. Did we have an appointment scheduled today, Maxie?
あ、いえ。
Oh no, I
ちょ
just
っと
figured I should
顔出
come
しに
by
寄
every
った
now
だ
and
けで
then.
すんで。
あ、そうならよかっ
Oh,
た。
alright, that's good
あ、
then.
悪いけど、
I
これ
just
か
have a
ら
meeting
代
with
理
the
店さんと
agency
会わなきゃ
next.
いけないから。
Sorry.
ごめんね。
ええ。
No
それじゃあ
problem.
また
I'll
出
come
直
again
します ん
some other
で。
time.
うんうん。
Mhm.
それじゃあまた。
Stay popping until our next
次の打ち合わせ
meeting.
で。はじけちゃおうよ。
Izagami hurries off to the entrance, his palms stuck up before his face in an apologetic gesture.
いつも思う
You
ん
know,
す
I
け
keep
ど
asking myself what he
何が
means by
弾けるって
popping.
言うんすかね。
さあ、
I don't know, he just
勢い
says
で
it
出てる
whenever,
音み
so
た
I
いな
don't
も
think
ん
it
で、
means anything in
あまり意味
particular.
はないと思う。
Miho no Seki. Yagumo tells Izaya he has important news to share in front of the Mihokan. After a short wait, Monami exits one of the nearby
こんにちは。
elevators.
お二人さん。
Hello there, you two.
あ、
Oh,
どう
hey,
も、モナミ
Monami.
さん。
I wanted to
今
thank
日
you for
は改め
helping
て
me out
先
the
日
other day.
助けていただいたお礼の挨拶に来たんですが。
あら、それならこの間。
But you already
出雲
invited
そば
me
の
to
お
that
店で
restaurant
ご
in
ちそうになった
Itsumo.
し、
I
もう
think
いい
you've
の
been
に。
plenty grateful already.
いや、
Oh
それ
no,
でも
I
改めて
still
お二人
wanted
にし
to
っか
thank
り
the
お
two
礼を
of
し
you
ないと。
properly.
さすがヤグモ
That's
君
what
ね。
I like about you,
そう
Yagumo.
いう
You
の
come across
大
as
人の
much
男
such
性
a
って
mature
感じ
man.
で素
It's
敵よ。
lovely.
いや、
Not at all. Yagumo grins brightly at Monami's words, earning him a poke to the ribs from Magari, who whispers into his ears.
監督。
Director, stop
い
drooling
ちいち
over.
鼻の下伸ばしてんじゃねえっすよ。
うるせえな。
Ah,
別
the
に伸
bitch.
ばしてね
I'm
え
not
し。
drooling.
どうかし
What
た
is it?
あ、
Oh,
いえ、なんでも。
nothing.
それより、
By the way,
イブセ監督
is
は。
Isaiah?
それが
He's well. He's not
今
present
こ
at the
こに
moment.
はい
I'm
ない
sorry.
の。ごめんなさいね。モナミさん置いて
He just left and you
どっ
went.
か行かれてるんですか？
He just left you and went somewhere?
ええ。
Yes,
Ima
he's
plot
working on the
作業に
plot for his
入ってて。
movie right now. And he prefers to be left
完
completely
全に
alone
一
at
人だけ
times
でい
like
たいからっ
these.
て。
Why is this important? Director Ibuse always works alone when working on a film's plot.
一人だけって。
Completely
他
alone.
の人なら
I
と
get
も
not
か
wanting
く
to be around
モ
other
ナミさ
people,
んが
but
近く
wouldn't
にいて
having
も
you
らった
around
方
make it
が
easier
イ
for
ブセ
him?
監督もいろいろやりやすい気がしますけどね。本当は私もそう
As
し
a
てもらった
manager,
方が
I feel the same way, but when it comes to composing the plot and the scenario, he can't write when other people are
プロッ
around.
トやシナリオ作業は他人がいると書けなくなっちゃうらしくて、そういう時は
And I think leaving him alone at times like that would be best. I mean, you know what director Isaiah is like.
ああ、なんとなくそんなタイプ
Yeah,
な
he
のは
does
わかり
look
ま
like
す。
the type,
でしょ？
right?
そうい
Anyway,
うわけですので、
with that in mind, I'll let him know you give him your
私
regards.
からお二人のことお伝えしておきますから。
ねえ、
Yeah,
それじゃあお
please
願い
do.
します。
Onegaishimasu. Yagumo makes to leave the Mihokan, but then stops in his tracks.
どうかしたんすか？
What's wrong?
あ、いや、
Oh, nothing.
今、
Thought I saw someone
知った
familiar
顔がい
just
た
now.
よ
どこっすか？
Where?
うな。いや、
No, I just saw their back, but they're gone now.
もう、
はあ。
Mihonoseki.
おい、あれ。
Hey, isn't that...
え？
Yagumo points ahead where an elderly gentleman is walking down the fair blue flagstone road.
あれ一緒
Ah,
の旅
isn't
館
the
に
guy
泊
who
ま
was
って
in the
た。
same inn as us?
日比谷さんだ。
Hibiya.
やっぱり
So
さ
it
っ
really
きの
was
見
him
間違い
earlier.
じゃなかったな。
Just like the first time Yagumo had met him, Hibiya was taking pictures in a professional manner. The two waited for him to be done before calling out to him so as not to interrupt his work.
日比谷さん。
ん
Oh, you two.
君たちは。
どうも。
Hello.
初でお会いしまし
We
た
met
ね。
at Yunotsu.
あ
Oh, yes,
あ、あの後
yes.
大変だっ
It
たみ
seems
た
it
い
was
です
quite the
ね。
ruckus after that.
新聞で
I
読み
read
まし
about
た
it in
よ
the。newspaper.
お恥ずかしい話
Quite
で
the。embarrassing
随
story.
分世間を
Caused
騒が
quite
せて
the
しまいま
riot.
した。
なに
Ah,
あなた
you were an
は監禁
abducted
された
victim.
被害
You've
者
nothing
なん
to be
ですからね。
ashamed of.
別に恥じることもないでしょ。
そう言って
You
いただ
saying
け
that
る
is a
と
relief.
日比谷さんはどうしてこ
What
ちら
bring
へ
you here, Hibiya?
相変わらず
Another
撮影
photography
旅
trip?
行ですか？
ああ、
Yes.
今回はどちらかと
Though
いうと
this
それは
time
ついで
that's
でして
more on the
ね。
side. I came
サ
here
ラ
to
リ
meet
ー
a
マン時
colleague
代
of
の
mine
後輩
from
の顔を
my
見よ
time
う
as
と
an
思っ
office
て
worker.
こちらへ来たのですよ。
My tummy's growling.
へえ、それは楽し
That
そう
sounds
です
fun.
ね。
そうですね。
Quite so, yes.
おととい
I went
彼と
drinking
飲ん
with
だ
him
ばか
just
り
the
で
other
す
day
が、
and quite a few
懐
nostalgic
かしい
topics came
話
up.
がたくさんできました。
He likely had quite the good time because a gentle smile plays over Hibiya's expression as he speaks. He's exhausted by
あ
it.
の先
You
ほ
said
ど
a
サラリ
colleague
ー
of
マン
yours
時代の
from
後輩
time
と
as
お
an
っしゃって
office
ました
worker.
が
Was that related
それ
to
は
photography
映像
too?
関係の
ほ
Oh,
う、どう
what
して
made you
そ
come
う
to that
思われまし
conclusion?
た？
あいや
Oh,
違
no,
ってた
I
らすみま
apologize
せ
if
ん
I'm wrong.
ただ
It's just
湯
when
の
I
津でお
saw you
姿
in
を拝見した
Yunotsu,
時も思
I
ったん
thought
で
the
す
way
が
you handle a
カメ
camera
ラを
is
構え
very
る姿
skilled.
が素
You
人
look like
離
a
れしてるとい
professional
うか
photographer.
どう
Let us say you have quite
と
the
言ってお
keen
きま
eye.
しょうか。
I suppose I
さ
couldn't
すが
fool
同
a
業
fellow
の目は
man of
ご
the
まかせ
trade.
ませんな。実は私、
Actually,
かつ
I
て
once
島根
worked
テレ
in
ビに勤
Shimane
めてい
TV.
たのですよ。
島根テレビっすか？
At Shimane TV.
自分らそちら
We're
の
actually doing a job for them right now.
おお、では後輩のことも
Then
ご
perhaps
存
you
知
know
か
my
も
old
しれませんな。
後輩の方の名
May I
前
ask
伺っても
what they're called?
構いませんよ。
Of course.
狭
It's a man
山とい
called
う
Sayama,
男なのです
though
が
right now he
し
works
かし
at the
彼は今
archive
は
center,
資
so I
料
imagine
セ
you
ンター
aren't
所属
involved
だ
with
か
him.
ら関わることはないのかな。
Sayama worked under Hibiya during his time at Shimane TV.
佐山さん？
佐
Sayama?
山さんなら俺たちも
We know
存じ上げてま
Sayama,
すよ
yes. He's been
前からお
helping
世
us
話
for a
になっ
long
てま
while
す
now.
おお、それはそれ
Oh,
は。
my oh my.
人の
Life
縁
does
とい
have a
うの
way
は
of bringing
不
people
思議な
together,
もの
does
で
it
す
not?
ね。
佐山
But
さんも
Sayama
もともとは
originally
本
worked
社
at your
所属
company?
だったんですか
ええ、
Yes.
カメラマンと
He
し
worked
て
as a
私
cameraman
の
under
下で
me.
やっていたんで
Although
す
10 years
が、
ago,
ただ
things took a
10年
turn,
前
shall we
にち
say.
ょっといろいろあって一旦退社しましてね。
Happened. Just spit it out.
それは
What do
どう
you
いう
mean? I think I might have to eat something. I'm hungry.
私は直接関
I
わっ
was
ては
not
いないの
personally
で
involved,
詳
and
しく
so
は
I
知り
do
ません
know
が、
all. I
あ
do
る
not
プロジェ
know
ク
all
ト
the
に参加し
details,
たのが
but
原因だとか。
apparently it was because he was involved with a certain project.
その後数年はくすぶってたら
It
しいの
seemed
です
he'd
が、
lingered in
結局
obscurity
昔
for
の
a
知り
few
合いの
years
つてで
following
資
that,
料センタ
but
ーに
used
収
his
まったよ
past
うですね。
connections to find work at the archive center.
そうだったんですか
See. There's no mistaking it. He was involved with the project 10 years ago. Damn it. He'd been playing coy in front of me the whole time. Hibiya regards Yagamo, who sinks into thought with
あ
surprise.
の
Is
そ
there
れが何か
anything odd about that?
あいえ、
Ah,
何で
no.
もありません
It's nothing.
ただ
I just thought that
Sayama-san
Sayama
も
certainly
色々あ
went
ったんだ
through a
な
lot.
そうですね。
Yes, indeed. I
思
think
う
there's a
とこ
lot
ろ
to
がいろい
unpack
ろあ
there.
るとは思い
But
ま
I
す
make it a
が、
point not to
この
touch on
辺り
such
については
matters.
私も触れないようにしてますよ。
ですね
Right. I'll
俺
do
も
the
そうし
same.
ます日比谷さん10年前
Hibiya,
のプ
do
ロ
you
ジェ
know
クトにつ
anything
いて
about the project 10 years ago or Sayama's involvement with it?
先ほども
Like
言
I
った
said
通り、
earlier, I wasn't directly
私は
involved
直
with it.
接関わって
At
おりません
aside,
のでね。
それに
yes?
何です
What is it? Hibiya hesitates to speak for a moment, but after upon sensing Yagamo's interest was serious, he parts his lips gravely.
なんていうの
How should
か
I put
な。
it?
観
It
光
wasn't
令ってわけ
quite
じゃ
a
ないんです
gag
が、
order, but
社
the
内でもそ
atmosphere
の
in the
件に関
company
して
was
は
that the
あまり
matter
触れ
wasn't
ないよ
to
う
be
にする空
touched.
気がありましたんでね。
つまり
In other words,
何か不穏
you
なも
felt
の
there
を
was
感じ
something
ていた
wrong with the
と
whole thing?
まあ、
Well,
プロジェクトに関
everyone
わった
involved with
人
the
間が
project
次
resigned
々
one
と
by
退社
one.
していきましたから
As
ね。
employees, we knew
サラリ
better
ーマ
than
ン
to
として
approach
は
the matter.
危うきに近寄らずってやつでして。
あ
Yes, I can
あそう
understand
い
why
う
you
空
feel
気は
that
理
way.
解できます
Everyone involved with the project resigned one by one, huh? Maybe they didn't actually resign voluntarily, but were instructed from above to resign. It's getting juicy, Hibiya. Keep it coming.
10年前のプロジェクトについて日比谷さんが知ってることってありますか？
Yes, this is just a repeat of what he said
Sumari.
earlier, so I've exhausted his dialogue. Right. I'm going straight back to Sayama. As always, they find Sayama in the archive center with a cup of coffee in hand. What, you came to goof off here again? I've gotten time on my hands, so I don't mind though. Feigning ignorance as always, huh? Still, he kept secrets from me the whole time. He won't just fold and tell me everything, even if I confront him. Having heard what Hibiya told them, Yagamore had to hold back the urge to shake him down for answers. Yagamore speaks, feigning calmness. Actually, Sayama, there was something I wanted to ask you. I just wanted to ask, remember how you were absent from work for a few days? What was that all about?
ここのスタッフの人が連絡もつかないとか言ってたから行方不明にでもなったのかと思って焦ったんですが。
Some of the staff members said they couldn't get in touch with you, so we were worried you might have gone missing. Oh, that. I apologize if I worried you. Sayama then mutters, scratching his cheek awkwardly. I was... a bit butthurt. Huh? I mean, you know, constipated. What? Couldn't hear you. I said I had constipation and needed to go through surgery for it. Over constipate. Oh, maybe it was impaction. Huh. That hurt. Like when it doesn't come in the toilet? That's right. What other kind of constipation do you know? No, I mean you took paid time off for that. I did, except it's an embarrassing reason, so I didn't tell anyone except for my boss. And staff members just exaggerated and made a fuss saying I went missing. So that's what happened. Being embarrassed about it at your age. What are you, a spoiled princess? Oh, hush you. See, you just laughed at me for it. That's why I tried to keep it secret. Yeah, I could see why you wouldn't want others to know. But wait, if you had surgery, it had to have been at Matsuya Municipal, right? That's the closest hospital. Yes, that's the hospital I've always gone to. It's a nice place, the facilities are pretty, and they treat their patients well. I'll try to go there if I need to then. Yes, you should. Perhaps overly ashamed or having to confess about his butt hurt, Sayama spoke sulkily and looked away. Let's see. Let's corroborate and see if he actually was there. Yagumo arrives at Matsue Municipal Hospital and after checking the information board and head into one of the wards. Wait, where are you going? Hito has rooms in the cardiology department. Cardiology? She got some heart problems. There's something I want to check. Yagumo keeps going without answering Magare's question. Eventually he stops in front of the proctology clinic. You came here. What? Are you literally butthurt? Why would they go to proctology for constipation? I would imagine that they would have gone to lower GI. No, I'm not. I wanted to check something about Sayama's surgery. They're not going to tell you. Ooh. Turning his back to Magare's dubious face, Yagumo calls out to the nurse. Excuse me. Yes? Is there a Shuhei Sayama hospitalized here? We came here to visit, but we couldn't find his name on any of the room's nameplates. I see. Give me a moment. The nurse went over to the nurse center's counter and returned after a short exchange. Shuhei Sayama came here for a day surgery, so he wasn't hospitalized. Day surgery? That's odd. He said he'd be hospitalized. Apparently symptoms weren't that severe, so he didn't need to stay the night here. Despite the operation, he should be back at work tomorrow. Right. Guess I misunderstood then. Sorry for taking your time. Yagumo bowed his head agreeably and the nurse leaves with a smile and a nod of the head. Magare turns to Yagumo. What was that just now? Exactly what you just heard. He's just been absent from work for at least 3 days, so if it's not because he's hospitalized, why would he lie? That's what I want to know. He's hiding something. Question is, how do we get him to talk? Don't know what I'm thinking by going here. Yagumo approaches Shimano Prefectural Police Department when Magare stops him. Wait, you shouldn't go in there again. Why? I mean, if Detective Cheishino finds out we lied about Hitoha's hospital, he will be in trouble. Alright, we probably shouldn't go there for a while. Yep. Okay, let's go to Studio Yagumo and regroup. Yagumo enters the reception room and to find what I should do in this evening.
監督、
Director,
磯
didn't
上さん、
Isagami go out for a
ああ。
meeting? Oh, right. Without Isagami around, there's no point coming here. Too hurriedly leave the loft. Okay, where do I go then? I'm just messaging my husband. Can't go there, can't go there. Let me go see if let's go speak to Hibiya and see if he can give us some details about his friend. As the sun shines down on Aoshi Datami Street, Yagumo can see Hibiya strolling about as if trying to enjoy the scene.
日比谷さん、10年前のプロジェクトにそれ
Okay, so his
なん
his
つまり
dialogue is
まあプロジェクト
あ
yeah, he's exhausted in dialogue. So let's go and see if Monami can pull us up. Yagumo asks if the front desk, but apparently Monami went out earlier. If both Monami and Director Ibose are out, there's no point in being there. I should go somewhere else. Alright, let's go and speak to Sayama again directly. He's gone. There's no sign of Sayama in the room. A coffee cup is resting on the table, steam still rising from it.
ちょっと席を外してる
Guess
っ
he
て
stepped out
感
for
じ
a
っす
bit.
ね。
Maybe he's in the
トイレか
bathroom?
な。
だったらちょうどい
Then
い。
we're in luck.
今のうち
Still
要
we need
件を
while he's
済ませてしまおう。
え
Ignoring Magari's confused expression, Yagumo takes a handkerchief out of his pocket and started walking around the room. There's a can of instant coffee on the bottom shelf as well as milk, coffee and sugar.
よし、こいつにしとく
This
か
should。do. Yagumo grabs the instant coffee can with a handkerchief and tucks it into his pocket.
何
What,
して
what are
ん
you
すか
doing?
そんなもん
How big
パ
do
ク
you
る
have
な
to
ん
be
て
to try and lift
手こず
something
り
like
っし
that?
ょ。まさか
Don't
ボ
tell
ー
me
ナス
you're
出した
broke
せいで
because
そ
you
こ
had
ま
to
で
give me
貧
a
乏になってるん
bonus.
すか。
ちげえよ。
No, you idiot.
こ
I'm
いつで
taking
指
this for
紋を
his
取らせてもらうん
fingerprints.
だ。
指紋
His fingerprints.
ああ、
Yeah.
これ
This
で
is
用
all
は
I
済ん
need.
だ。
Let's
と
hurry
っ
back
と
to
と
the
ずらかって
office.
事務所に戻るぞ。
あ、ちょっと。
Still confused, Magari follows Yagumo as he leaves the office. Oh, I went for the coffee because I thought it was the most. I didn't even know what Yagumo was looking for. Yagumo returns to the office and immediately hurries to the reception room and starts sifting through the cardboard boxes in the corner.
確か
Should be around here. Oh, here it is.
あったあった。ほら見ろ。プロジェクト始まった時に
I bought it in the
広島の
appliance
ホ
store
ー
in
ムセンターで
Hiroshima
買
when
っ
the
ておいた
project began.
指紋
It's
採
a
取キットだ。
fingerprint collection kit.
指紋採取キット
Fingerprint
って
collection kit.
なんで
How did
そ
you
んな
buy
もん
something
買っ
like
て
that?
んすか。
ちょっと面白そうだっ
It
た
looked
し。
like fun, and I
ミ
figured
ス
it'd
テ
be
リー
good
の
for
ネタ
coming
出
up
し
with
に何
mystery
か役に立
ideas.
つかと思ってな。
んなわけのわからん
Just
もん
don't spend too much
ばっ
money
か買ってるから
on useless trash to the point that it cuts into my
ボーナ
bonuses,
スがなくなるん
alright?
じゃないっすかね。
いいじゃねえか。
Oh, come on, it's
実際
being
こうし
useful
て
right
役立っ
now.
てるだろ。
As he speaks, Yagumo spreads out an old newspaper on the table and opens the kit's slipcase.
蛍光
Just
パ
gotta
ウ
put
ダー
some
を
fluorescent
タンポで
powder on the
パタパタ
pad
っとし
here
て
and
と余分なパウダーを
use the
ハ
brush
ケ
to
で
get
ちょ
rid of
いちょ
any
いっ
spare
と飛ばす
powder.
と。
Oh, I can see it.
うわー、出た出た。
へー
Wow,
おもちゃっ
it
ぽ
looked
い
like a
感じで
toy
したけ
kit,
ど
but it picks
結
up
構はっ
fingerprints
き
like
り指紋
it's
が
the
取れる
real
もんなん
deal.
すね。
The two looked in admiration as fingerprints showed up on the instant coffee. and they took from the archive section.
あとは採取テー
Put
プ
some
を貼り
tape on
付
it and stick
け
it
て
to a black mat
黒い台紙に貼
and
れば
done.
完成だな。
完成だな。
Well, it's cool that it's done, but those are just Sayama's fingerprints. What was the point of doing
こん
this?
なん採取してどうするんすか？
こいつについた指紋
We'll
と比べ
compare
る
it to
の
the
さ。
fingerprints on this. Yagumo says, gesturing towards his table, where the film case containing the pilot film from 10 years ago is resting.
これって例の
Didn't you find that thing in the Capricious Hall? Why would Sayama's fingerprints be on
佐
there?
山さんの指紋がついてるわけないんじゃ。
普通に考えれ
You'd
ばその
assume
は
that,
ずな
yeah.
んだが
Except, he's already touched it, you doofus. You gave it to him at the projection, to watch it at the projection room. Of course his fingerprints are going to be on it, and he's just going to use that as an excuse. Except... "30 minutes later, two of them are glaring at the editing room's monitor.
下地の部分
Bottom
を
part's
透明化
transparent,
して
so
と
when you overlap the
こ
two
う
of
し
them
て
together
2
like
つを
this,
重ねると
on the monitor were the fingerprints they collected from the coffee can and the fingerprints they found on the film. The two were being dragged together before their eyes. Unless he took the fingerprints on there before he gave it to Sayama. Two gasped at once.
一致
Perfectly.
だな。
完全に
Yeah,
一致
it
っす
totally
ね。
fits.
So やはりこのフィルム缶を
So
基礎
Sayama
館に置い
placed
た
this
のは
film
佐山
case
さん
in
っ
the
てこ
Capricious
と
Hall.
か。
しかももう一つ
We found
別の
another set of
指紋が採
fingerprints,
取され
but
てますけど、そっちは。
そりゃ俺の
those
指
are
紋だよ
mine. I touched the
フ
case
ィル
too,
ム
after
缶
all.
俺も触ってるからな。
ああ、そっか。
Oh, right.
だ
Then
ったら
we don't have to
気にしない
mind
でいいっす
those.
ね。でも、
But wait,
つう
what does
こと
this mean?
はどういうことなんでしょう。
どういうこと
What does it mean, huh?
本人
I
に
guess
聞
we
いて
just
みる
gotta
しかない
ask
だ
him
ろう
and
な。
find out.
うーん。
Margotti's expression turns severe as she falls silent. Okay, Studio Yagumo. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause this right here for a second. I need to go and get the child up, get her breakfast on the go, and my breakfast. I'm starving, and I'm sure people are tired of hearing my stomach growl over the mic. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. So I have to get a bus at 11:30, so I need to leave here. I need to drop the stream at 11 o'clock at least. So I've got another hour of this, and then I will pick it up when I get home. So let's go. We're going to this one. Sayama, tell me what's up. Sayama regards Yagumo and Magari by turning to look at them dubiously. For a moment it seemed like Sayama might try to say something, but upon seeing Yagumo's attitude, he falls silent and sips on his tea. For a moment, there is something I need to ask you. This is sudden. It's almost time for me to leave work, so keep it short, if you could. This shouldn't take too long, so long as you answer me honestly. But if you insist on playing dumb, this could take a while. Realizing for certain that something was wrong, Sayama corrects his posture as if bracing himself for what should come. Yagumo faces him, takes a deep breath before speaking with the clearest voice he could muster.
Sayama-san, 先日無断欠勤騒ぎありました
よね。 Remember how there was that panic about being absent from work? How many days off did you end up taking? That's sudden. Why would you want to know that? That's part of the basis of what we'll be talking about next. Sorry, but could you answer the question? 3 days. I was hospitalized 3 days after the operation. And what were you doing during your time off? Did you hear what I just said? I was hospitalized. The most I could do was read a book or watch TV. I see, but... Sayama had day surgery. Sayama, wasn't your procedure a day operation? I think you had plenty of time to do things. What are you saying? What I'm saying is, you didn't require any hospitalization with your symptoms. A friend of mine happens to be hospitalized at Matsuye Municipal right now. So I asked around while I was there. For a moment, Yagumo and Sayama's gazes clashed, but Sayama's expression soon crumbled, making way for a sneer.
とんだとこでずる休みがバレちまったか。こいつは参ったな。
Didn't think anyone would find out I played hooky. What a bother. So you were gone from work for no good reason? Yeah. There was a race I wanted to gamble on, so I went to a circuit in Hiroshima. It'd be trouble if the company found out about it, so you keep it a secret. I have no reason to tattle on you. Sure, I'll keep quiet about it. Except what? I'm going to buy you lunch so you keep your lips sealed? I don't mind so long as it's cheap fried chicken. No, I'll pass on that. Instead, I'd rather if you stop lying through your teeth. I don't follow. You didn't go to Hiroshima when you skipped work, did you? You were somewhere closer. In other words, you were at the Capricious Hall in Oda. The Capricious Hall? What's that? Some kind of theatre? Stop playing dumb. I have proof that you were at the Capricious Hall. Hey now. I don't know how you got any proof I was in that hall place, but I was never there. I have no idea what you're talking about. Really now? Well... This is just an aside, but you drink tea too, Sayama. Sayama's expression is overcome with confusion at this unexpected change in topic. Well, you just always drink coffee, so I thought it's unusual. Well, yes. I was going to have coffee, but it seems I'm out. Couldn't find any, so I settled for tea. Oh, I see. Well, sorry about that. Why are you apologizing? Actually, I borrowed the instant coffee can sitting on that shelf over there. Huh? I did think it was gone, so you took it? Oh no. I messed on my shirt. Thank goodness I haven't changed shirts yet. Yes, actually, I wanted to collect some fingerprints off of it. Fingerprint? How do you... You can get personal fingerprint kits for as little as a couple thousand yen nowadays. I use it to collect your fingerprints from the can. No, I mean, why would you even need to do that? Alright, Daddy's going in, so we're gonna leave soon. Well, you see, I checked and found that your prints on the can are a perfect match with... Long gone, baby. He's at the hospital already. He's about to go in. That's what I said. I need you to finish up your tea, finish up your breakfast. We're leaving at 11:15 to catch the bus. If you want, put it away. Put it away then. You ate all your bread. It's not spicy at all. Well, you see, I checked and found that your prints on the can are a perfect match with the fingerprints I found on something else. In a minute, okay? What I'm trying to say is,
この
that's
前
my
再生
TikTok
して
bit.
もらった例のパイロット
Remember that pilot film we played
あ
earlier?
のフィルム管についてた指紋とです
Oh, it is yours. Let's make double sure on the profile. Remember that pilot film we played earlier? Your prints match the prints I found on its film case. What?
簡単な市販品の
Even
キット
kits
で
you
した
can
けど
buy in the market are
よく
pretty
できた
useful,
もん
aren't
です
they?
ねど
It
ちら
took
の
both
指紋も
prints
綺麗に
perfectly,
採
and they
取で
matched
きて
each other
バッ
perfectly.
チリ一致しましたよ
待て
Wait,
これは当然だろ
but that's obvious.
当然とは
What's obvious?
お前がここに持ち込んで
You bought that film
俺に
here and I
再生
played
さ
it.
せたんだ
I'd obviously
あ
leave
の時に
fingerprints
指
on
紋
it
がつく
then.
ぐらい当然の話じゃないか
いやそんなタイミングないんで
That's
す
not the time I'm talking about.
何しろ
After all,
ここへ持ち込んだ時
When I
の
bought
フ
the
ィル
film
ム
here,
管は
I
う
switched
ち
its
の
case
事
with
務所
a
に転
random
がっ
one
てた
lying
や
around
つと
in
入
my
れ替え
office.
てたんですからね
Ah, that makes sense. As Sayama's face contorts in surprise, Marguerite speaks up reflexively.
そうだったんすか
Really,
監
director?
督
そうだったんだよ
That's right.
そりゃ大
That
事な
film
手
case
がかり
is
に
a
なる
huge
フィルム
clue.
管だ
Couldn't let anyone
余計
litter
な
it with
指紋
extra
つけるわけ
fingerprints.
にいかんだろ
はあ
You can be
時
really
々
cunning
監督って
sometimes, you
異
know
様
that?
に抜け目ないっすね
とにかく
Anyway,
そういうわけで
like I was saying,
あなたの指紋がついてるフィルム
found
管
a film
が
case with your
奇想
fingerprints
感
on
で
it in the
発見
Capricious
され
Hall.
た
That's undeniable fact,
それは動
Sayama.
かない事実なんですよ佐山さん俺は
And
あ
I
な
think
たが隠し持っていたパイロットフィ
you
ル
kept
ム
this pilot
を
film
こっそ
hidden
り奇想
and
感
then
に持
snuck
ち
it
込
into
ん
the
だと
Capricious
思っ
Hall.
てるんです違いますか
Am I wrong?
違うも何も
Are you wrong?
なぜ俺
Why
が
would I
そんな
even
ことす
do
るんだ
that to begin with? I've got nothing
俺
to
は
do
その
with
フィ
that
ルムと
film
何の関係もない
because the building was going to be demolished.
関係はあるでしょ
No, but you do because
あなたはかつて島根テレ
you
ビの
used
カ
to
メラ
work
マン
for
で
Shimane TV
そ
as
の
a
プロジェクト
cameraman
にも
and were
参
part
加
of
して
that
たんです
project.
から
Truth revealed.
誰からそれを
Who told you that?
日比谷さんご存知ですかあの方あなたの島根テレビでの先輩にあたる方だったそうですね
Yeah, I know. Hibiya did. Do you know him? Apparently, he used to work with you at Shimane TV.
I have 88 followers and I'm following 150 people.
その方からお話を伺ったんですよ
And he told
あ
me
なたが10年前の
that
プロ
10
ジェ
years
クト
ago
を
you
きっかけ
resigned
に
from
退社
Shimane
したって
TV because of that project.
日比谷さん
So you heard it from Hibiya.
まさか
You
お前たちがあの
didn't
人を
think
知
you
っ
might
て
know
いた
him.
とはな
たまたま湯の津で知り合いまして
We
ね
happened to meet him in
本
Yunotsu.
当に偶然の
It
話
really
で
is
すが
just a coincidence.
それはともかく佐山さん
But that aside,
あなた
Sayama,
俺
been
に
lying
ず
to me
っ
the
と
whole
嘘
time,
つい
haven't
てましたねあなたは当初からあのフィルムの存在を知ってたんだなぜ
What's up,
あれを
Papa?
探してる俺に
what's up?
何も言ってくれなかったんです
You okay? You knew about the film the whole time. Why didn't you tell me anything when you knew I was looking for it?
I got 7 views on this. This is cool.
俺はどうしてもあのパイロット
Why
フィ
did
ル
I
ム
have
の
to
真相を
unravel the
解かな
mystery
きゃいけ
behind
ない
that
んだ
pilot film?
知ってる
Tell me
ことを
everything you
全部
know.
話してくださいあのフィルムはあれが
Those
全
films
てじゃ
weren't
ない
everything. There's another one.
続きがあるはずなんだ
Continuation. And you
そ
have
れ
it,
もあな
don't
た
you?
が持ってるんでしょ
Sayama heaves a heavy sigh and speaks in a quiet tone with a cup in his hands.
やれやれ
Good grief.
お前を
I only
諦め
did
さ
this
せ
to
る
make
た
you
めに
give
やっ
up.
たつもりが
It only ended up
か
making
え
you
って
more
火をつ
desperate.
けちまったってことか
ではやはり
So that film really is.
そうだよ
That's right.
ここの最奥
It's there at the end.
責任者の
Stored in a
俺以外
vault
立ち
only
入れない
I, the
倉庫
room
に保
monitor,
管されていた
am
もの
allowed to enter.
お前があのフィルムに執着
Saw how
してるのを見
fixated
て
you
た
were on
か
that
ら
phone.
な
So I went to the capricious hall and left it there.
置いてきたのさ。あれを見て何もおかしなところ
I
が
thought
な
that
い
if
と
you watch that
確
film
認
and
でき
see
り
for yourself there's nothing odd about it, you'd be satisfied and leave this matter be.
やはり
Knew it.
でもなんで佐山
But how'd you know the director would go there? Don't tell me you were an accomplice of Tomine.
いや、
No,
遠峰なんて
I don't know this Domino person. First time I ever heard of him was when I read about the incident in the newspaper. Collection of what?
Of my favorite videos.
I don't know what you mean.
Like, create a new collection with your favorite videos. The collections will appear here.
Okay.
それじゃなぜ
Then how? Sayama wordlessly takes out his phone and holds it up in front of Yagumo's eyes.
And make it public. So other people can see it.
About the incident from 10 years ago. Subject. From Yubinsai Koshiro. Mr. Sayama. I know about the incident from 10 years ago. Currently, a man called Yagumo is running around and trying to dig up the truth behind that incident. At this rate, he might reach the truth and be despaired of what he learns. At times, the truth can be an obstacle to one's happiness and fulfillment. He should stop before he reaches the truth. Eventually, he will find his way to a building called the Capricious Hall, located in Iwami. I recommend that you give him a reason to stop his pursuit of the truth there.
こりゃ
Isn't that sham shaman? You know him,
知
Say?
り合いだったんすか
いや
No, I don't know anyone by that name. And that's the only mail I ever got from
こいつ
him.
から送られてきた唯一のメールだ。ただ、
However,
この文章を
judging by that,
読
what
む
he
限
wrote,
り10年前の件をよく知る人物だということだけは
Celebrating what?
確信できたんだ。
no, you celebrated milestones like 100. You're not that far off. No. No. Yeah, but that was nearly 20. Make the next one 100. No. No. Be right back, guys. Sorry, I'm back. What did I just do? There we go. However, judging by what he wrote, I believe he knows very well what happened 10 years ago.
当時のスタッフから
Perhaps he was a member of the staff at the time,
関係者
someone else that's related to it, but wasn't on site.
偽名を使っちゃ
He may be using a fake name, but
こいつは
he does know the
真
truth.
実を知ってるとは。
それでそうか
And that's why you left the phone at the Capricious Hall?
ああ
Yes.
当時の撮影班に俺もい
I
た
was
か
part
ら
of the filming crew at the time, so I knew how the Capricious Hall worked.
本編じゃカットされてたが
It was cut from the main scene, but there is a trapdoor in the backyard that leads to a hidden corridor to the reference room in the basement.
なるほど
I see.
それ
So
じゃあ
that's how you got
ユ
there
ーゴと
without
は接
being
触し
related
な
to
かったんですね
Mm-hmm.
様子から見て男が住んでるのは分かったから
I could tell by the looks of it that the man
彼が
lived
出
there.
て行くのを見
I
計
waited
ら
for him
って
to leave and then snuck in and
こ
out
っそ
through
り
the
隠し
hidden
階段
passage.
から忍び込んですぐ出てきたってわけだ。
なるほど
Right.
経緯は
I
わかり
understand the
ました
whole story, but
けど申し訳ないが佐山さん
I'm sorry, Simon.
俺は
But I'm not going to act the
あ
way
な
you
たの
want me
目論
to.
見通りにはならないあ のフィルムには
I know
続
that
きが
film
あ
is
る
a
はずだ。
continuation,
そし
and
て
that's where the truth is
そ
hidden.
こに真実が
And I
隠
won't
され
stop
ている。
pursuing that truth until I find out.
それを暴くまで俺は追いかけ。佐山さん、
Saima,
あなたが
you're
あ
part
の
of
プロ
the
ジェク
project
ト
that
に
means
参
you
加
have
して
to
たな
know.
ら知ってる
What
はずだ。
happened 10 years ago?
一体10年前何があったんです？あそこまで予算をかけ
There
た
had to have been a
プロジェクト
big
が
reason
エンディ
for
ン
a
グになる
project
な
that
ら
had such a large
必ず
budget
や
sunk
何
into
か
it to
大き
get
な理由が
cancelled.
あるはずなんだ。
俺はな、
You see, my
プロジェクト
dominant
の
hand
途
was
中で
injured
利き
halfway
手を
through the
怪我して
project,
離
forcing
脱
me
した
to
んだ。
retire.
現
I only
場に参加
participated
して
with
た
it in
の
the
は
two films you
まさ
saw.
にお前が見た2話の途中までなんだよ。つまりそこからのことは知らんということだ。
What I'm saying is, I don't know what happened after that.
だったら
You should know where the
次
missing
のフィルム
film
のあり
is.
かを知ってるは
If
ず
you
だ。
do, please let me have
も
it.
しここにあるのなら出してください。
ない。
Would you believe me if I said I
と言
don't?
ったら信じるか。
今さら何を？
You say that
信じ
now?
られるわけない
Of
で
course
しょ
I'm。not going to believe you.
だろうか。
Yes, you wouldn't.
俺も信じてもらえる
Didn't
と
think you
は
would.
思わん。だが事実だ。
But it's the truth.
俺が言えるのは
That's
そ
all I
れ
can
だ
tell
け
you.
監督
Magari calls Yagumo's name, realizing that he's just about to lunge at Sayama. Her voice just barely suppresses Yagumo's urge to attack the man, and he takes a few deep breaths while glaring at him.
帰るぞ。
Let's go, Magari.
あうっす
The two turn their backs to Sayama and leave the room. Can't you ask for someone who might have been part of that? At Yagumo's room, the intermittent sound of the keyboard being typed on is replaced with silence. After pausing for thought, Yagumo begins tapping the keys again, but after writing a few words, his hands stop. Yagumo taps the delete button, erasing the line he just typed. The chair creaks as Yagumo leans his full weight against it. I can't focus on the plot at all. Feels like there were so many things I wanted to shoot earlier, but now, damn it. Yagumo is well aware of why he can't concentrate. He was too preoccupied with the pilot film. But even still, the deadline for submitting the plot is approaching day by day. Yagumo scratches his head, not even trying to hide his annoyance. He then opens the master folder he copied earlier and checks the files inside. Eventually, he finds a file titled Kuromochi's Estate, First Day, and drags it into the video player program.
ひとはちゃん、倉持さんと柴さんを離れたところへ連れて行くんだ。それと警
Hito,
察。
get Kuromochi and Shiba outside. And call the police. And an ambulance too.
マガリ、奏で、近くの
Open all the windows. We've got to
窓を
ventilate
全部開
quick.
けろ。急いで換気だ。
了解っす監督この人
Director, is she?
倉持さんの奥さんだな。
She must have been Kuromochi's
顔に
wife.
かすかだ
Her
が
face has signs of
死
liver
斑が出てる。
mortis. It's too
手
late.
遅れだ。
Yagumo drags the progress bar back and clicks the play button again.
監督この人
倉持さんの奥さんだな。顔にかすかだが死斑が出てる。
Yagumo rewinds the scene where they discovered Akari Kuromochi's body over and over again. And after a few dozen times... Eh? Yagumo exclaims in surprise and closes the video program. What the hell am I doing? Doing something like this for inspiration makes me no different from Yugo. Yagumo scrubs his face with his hands, as if trying to shake something off, and then rises from his chair. Editing room is empty with monitors being the sole source of light. I guess Magari's in the reception office.
なんか正気のない顔してるっすね
Looking kinda depressed there, Chief. Magari says this as she enters the reception room for a
プ
break.
ロット苦戦中っすか？
Having trouble with coming up with the plot?
ああ
Yeah,
なかなかな
can't come up with anything.
一緒にシナハンしてきたおかげ
Scoping
で
out locations with Hitoha gave me a good grasp on her personality, so
なんと
I'm
か
trying
彼
to think
女
of
の
a
良さが
story
出
that
るよう
would
な
bring
話
out her
にしたいんだ
charm,
が
but
ああ、そういう
Ah,
話に
yeah.
なるといいっすね。
I hope it'll be like
その
that.
方
I
が
think
ひとはちゃん自
it'll
身
be
の人気
easier
に
for
もつ
Hitoha
なが
to
り
get
そうだ
into the
し。
role that way too.
まあ、とりあ
Well,
えずコーヒー
maybe you
でも
want some
飲みま
coffee
す
for now?
入
I'll
れ
get you a
ます
cup.
よ。
頼む
Sure, thanks.
苦いやつ
Make
ね
it real bitter.
はいはい。
Aye, aye, sir. Magari approaches the shelf and soon enough returns with a steaming cup of coffee.
そういや、確認っす
By
け
the
ど。
way, I gotta check something.
ん
サーバーに上げといた
Location
シナハ
scouting
ン映像
images
の
I
マスター
uploaded
の
to the
方。
server. Did you erase the master folder on your PC too?
あ
Yeah,
だったらいいっす。
good then. I saw it's gone from the server, but I wanted to check that you did it and they went white because of some error or something.
念のためってことで。
大丈夫
Yeah, it's cool. I
俺が
erased the
消した
folder.
に間違いないよ
そうっすか。
Alright.
いやー
Oh,
よ
that
かった
was
っす。
what a relief.
やっぱモノホンの殺人
Having
現場
footage from
の
a
映像
real
が
murder
事
scene
務
in
所
the
にある
office
なん
really
て
is
気
creepy.
持ち悪いっすもん。
ああそうだ
Yeah, agreed. Yagumo speaks while sipping on his coffee, but his expression soon turns
あ
quizzical.
れいつもの
This doesn't
コーヒー
taste like
と
our
味が
usual
なんか
coffee.
ああ、それっす
Ah,
か。
really? That's the coffee we took from
それ
Sayama.
さやまさんとこからいただいてきた
Figured
や
it'd
つ
be a
っす
waste
よ。
to throw it, so we
もった
may
い
as
ない
well
から飲
drink
ん
it.
じゃおうと思って。
おいおいそりゃまずいだろ一応
Hey,
返
that's
さない
not right. We should give it back.
返しに行くんすか？
You're gonna go back and give it to
昨日
him?
のあの
After
火事の
yesterday?
後で。
ま昨日
I
の
mean,
今
it'll
日だ
still
と
be awkward
さ
now,
すが
but
に
we
気
gotta
まずい
properly
と
put it
こ
back
は
where
あ
it
るけど
belongs.
こ
Besides,
ういうのはきちっ
I
と
need
し
to
とか
ask
ない
him
と
one more
な
thing.
昨日はちょっと
I
頭
was
に
too
血
upset
が上
yesterday,
り
so
す
I
ぎて
forgot to
吹
ask.
きそびれたから
We can give it back when we go and ask
後
him
で会い
later.
に行くついでに返しておこう
ほう。
Sayama isn't in the
い
room.
ないな
He's not around.
また
Maybe he's
休
got a
みか
day off?
いや、飲みかけ
No,
のコーヒ
there's a
ーカッ
half-empty
プあります
coffee cup
よ。
here.
出
He
社
must
は
have
し
been
て
in
るんじゃ
today.
ないですか？
うんどうするか
Well,
な
what do we do?
持ってきた
We
イン
could
スタン
put
ト
the
コーヒ
instant
ーだけ
coffee back
置
where
い
it
て帰っ
belongs
ちゃえ
and
ばい
go
いじゃない
back.
ですか？
いや
No,
彼に
remember?
聞き忘れ
There's
たこと
something
が
I
ある
forgot
と
to
言う
ask
よ
him, but there's no point if he's not
まあ
here. Let's check
い
again
ないなら
later.
仕方ない出直そう
ほう。
See how Hitoha's doing. Yagumo visits Hitoha's hospital room only to find her reading a magazine with a bored expression. Her face lights up upon seeing them.
ひとはちゃん、どう？
How are you
体
feeling,
調は
Hitoha?
すっかり良くなりましたよ。
Oh, all better.
本当はもう
I'd love for them to let me go
退院しちゃいたいくらい
home
なんで
already,
すけ
but the
ど
doctor says it's
お
too
医者さん
soon.
がまだダメって言うんで。
ああ。
Ah, well, you should
一応
listen to what the
お医者さんの
doctor
言うこ
says.
とは聞いといた
We've
方
still
が
got
い
the
いよ。
shooting ahead of
これ
us,
か
you
ら
know.
大事な撮影が控えてるんだし。
そうします。
Yeah, I'll do as the doctor says. Magari screeches upon seeing the fruit basket sitting on
ど
the
うし
shelf.
た
What's wrong?
いや、これ。
It's just... Magari points at the plate beneath the fruit basket with an expression of utter disgust. The plate has the words from Takumi Keishino written on it.
おっ
あ
いつの間に
When did he...
つか
Wait,
どう
how
やっ
did he
て
know
こ
she's
こ
here to begin with?
怖っ。
Scared.
怖っ。
I'm scared.
あ、さっ
Oh,
き、
Inspector Keishino visited me earlier and left this here. He said you two told him about it.
おっしゃってましたけど。
ああ
Oh, yeah.
そういえば
I think we
言った
told
よう
him.
な気がするかな
そうっす
Right.
ね。
Hitoha looks puzzled as Yagumo and Magari laugh with stiff smiles. How did he figure it
一
out?
体どうやって入
How did
院
he
先
figure out this is
こ
where
こ
she's
だって鍵つけ
hospitalized?
たんすかね。
まさか
I don't want to think
警
he
察権
abused his
力を
police
使ったとは
authority for
思いたく
that.
ないけどない
くら
Even
刑事の
Inspector
刑事でも
Keishino
さす
wouldn't
が
do
に
that,
そこ
right?
までは。ねえ。一体どうや
あ、
いい
On the bedside table are a few fashion magazines and a smartphone connected to a
そう
charger.
か。ここ
right,
個
you
室
can
だ
use
から
smartphones
スマ
in
ホ
this room.
OK なんだな。
ええ
Yes,
看護師さん
I
に
checked
確
with the
認した
nurse
ら
and you can use the
個室は
smartphone
大丈
here,
夫って
though
言
they
われ
did
たん
ask
で
that we don't talk over the
まあ
phone.
通話は控えないとですけどね退屈だから
It's
ほん
boring
と
here, so
スマホが使
having
え
a
て助か
smartphone
ってます
じゃあ今度退屈しの
We
ぎに
could
なり
bring
そ
you
う
a
な
book or a
本か
movie to
漫画で
burn
も持ってくる
sometime
こ
if
と
you
にするよ。
want. Any
どんな
preferences?
のがいい？
そうですね
Let me think.
うーんと
You know what sounds like fun? Try picking something for me with your
面
own
白そう
taste.
だから一度監督のセンスで見繕ってもらえますか
Mm,
俺のセ
my
ンス
taste,
か
huh?
やめといた方がい
I'd
いよ
pass on that
ひ
if
と
I
は
were you,
ちゃん
Hitoha.
この人のセンスだ
This
と
guy
さ
likes books like
なん
with
かや
like
たらページが黒っ
pages
ぽ
that are all
くて
black and
暑苦
macho
しいマッ
men
チョな
that
おっ
go
さんが
and
うー
all the time.
だのぬおーだの叫んでるのになっちゃうもん
いや、ひとあちゃんに持
Come
って
on,
く
I
のに
wouldn't pick
そん
something
な
like
選
that
ば
for
ねえよ。
Hitoha.
そうかな
Really?
絶
Though,
対
well,
外す
I
よ
bet
うなの
whatever
選
you
ぶ
pick
と
is a
思う
total dud.
なあ、それ使えますよね
Oh, I missed
ド
that
ッキ
one.
ングトップスとロ
So
ー
if
スタ
I
に
go back with
いいコー
log...
デ紹介
Ah,
多くて
I
チ
really
ェック
wanted
し
to
やすい
read
で
this
すし
feature on the autumn selection wish list. Ah, I used to... Oh, I use this one too. They have suggestions for some good co-ords for docking tops and long skirts, and it's really easy to check it
マ
out.
ジで
For real?
自分
I really want one of
トップ
those
スは肌見せ系
revealing
のアニ
animal
マル
tops,
柄
you
欲しい
know?
んだよねそれだ
Oh,
ったら後半の
those
ペ
are
ー
on
ジ
the
に
second half of the magazine. Magari and Hitoha got excited over clothes. Yagumo watches their excitement as if they were talking about some other alien world.
あ、秋物厳選ウィッシュマジでさ
Who gave the
あ
flower?
れこれ
What
は
is this? Wait, is this? Resting on the bedside table is an expensive flower basket.
それ今朝
Haishima
お見舞い
came in
に
this
来てくれ
morning and
た
gave
ハイ
it
シ
to
マ
me.
さんが持ってきてくれたんです
モナミさんが
Monami gave this to you?
ええ
Yes.
イブセ監督
She
から
said
で
it's
す
from
って
director Ibuse. I was
すご
very
く
grateful.
恐縮しちゃいました
そっか。
Yeah, I know what you
こう
mean.
いう気配
That
りす
kind of
るところも
consideration is very
さ
much
すが
like
イブセ
director
監
Ibuse.
督って感じだな。
つかよ
I'm
く
actually
ひとはちゃん
surprised
が
he
入
knew
院
you
し
were
てる
even
こと分かり
hospitalized.
ましたね事務所には連絡しておいたから多分
I
そち
did
ら
call
経
the
由で
office
聞いたん
about
じゃな
it.
いですか
He probably heard about it from them.
ああなるほどね
I getcha.
今回の女
They're
優さ
picking
ん
the
の選
actresses
出
this
も
time
イブ
based
セ
on
監督
Ibuse's
の助言があ
suggestion,
ったって
so they
話
would
したし
contact him about that.
そういう連絡はするだろうね
しかし、俺たちからも
Still, we should
後で
probably go
お礼
thank
を
him
言い
for
に
this
行っておい
later.
た方が良さそうだな。
そうっすね業界
Yeah,
の大
totally.
先輩
He's a
だし
veteran and our
一応
senior, so
仁
we
義は
gotta
切
show
っと
him
か
due
ないと
respect. Yagumo looks at the flower basket again and speaks in
し
admiration.
かしさすが
Pretty
だな。
impressive. Don't know where he
どこ
got
が
it, but
ど
the
うとか
choice
わ
of
からないけ
flowers
ど
is pretty
な
classy.
んか花のチョイスが上品だ。
確かに店で置いてある
For
あり
sure.
ものの花
It
籠と
feels
は
different
ちょっ
from
と
the
違
flower
う感
baskets
じ
you
するっす
usually see in
ね
stores.
やっぱこれ、
That's
モ
probably
ナミ
Monami's
さんのセンス
taste
か
at work here.
じゃないっすか
Totes. It's like, you can just tell that it's
な
Monami.
んとなくモナミさんっぽいっすもんひとはちゃん
Do you have clothes and soap in the line, Hitoha? I'll go buy you some if you need it, so don't be shy.
遠慮なく言ってね
I'm fine for now. I had all of that already when I came here, since I'd be traveling.
してきたから一通り揃ってますしならよかった、
Mhm. That's good then.
けど
But wait, shouldn't
そう
your
いうの
manager
マ
handle
ネー
all
ジャーさん
that?
とかや
I
ってく
haven't
れる
seen
と
him
いいんだろう
around.
けど全然姿見せないねうちの事務
Oh,
所
the office I work for is small, so they only have 2 managers.
こっちにまで
They're
手
too
が回
busy
ら
to
ない
come
みた
here
いで
right
す
now.
本格的に撮影
But
入
they
ったら
did say they'll
こち
show
ら
up
にも
once the
顔出
shooting
すとは言っ
starts.
てましたけどまあ
Ah, well,
まあいろいろ事務所ごとに都合があ
I
るだ
guess your
ろうから
agency has
あ
its
ま
own
り言わないけ
considerations
ど
to make, so I
ちょっ
probably
と
shouldn't
冷
say
たい
too
か
much.
も
But that's pretty cold of them.
まあ
Well, yes. It seemed Hitoha couldn't say much on the matter either. Her expression turns a bit bothered by Magari's words, and she simply replies with a vague smile. Marguerite speaks in admiration as she looks around the hospital
し
room.
かし、
Man,
す
this
ご
is
く
such
綺
a
麗な
pretty
病室だ
hospital.
ね。
It's like a really
清潔
clean,
感あって
high-class
高級
hotel.
ホテルみたい。
看護師さんに聞いたら3年前に新築移転したばかりだ
The
そうで
nurses
す
say
よ
it's because the hospital moved to a
確か
new
に
building
病室
3
だけ
years
じゃな
ago.
くて
Apparently,
ど
it's
こも
not
かしこ
just
も
these
綺麗
rooms.
で
The
す
whole place looks new.
へえ。
Wow.
自
I
分
mean,
全然
I don't
病
have
院と
anything
縁
to
が
do
な
with
かっ
this
たから
hospital, so
知
I
ら
don't
なか
know.
ったな。
看護
へえ。
Right, I think that is it. I'm gonna just chew out this cop. They visit Inspector Misawa of the Shimane Prefectural Police. Thankfully, both Inspector Misawa and Keishino are in today. You, my friend. Keishino approaches Yagumo and speaks to him in Magari. Hey,
なんです
Yes?
とぼけるな。
don't play dumb with me. You said Hito has hospitalized at Matsue Medical Hospital, right?
そうでしたっけ。
I tried to say Matsue Municipal Hospital though. I guess I got it mixed up. I get it mixed up
な
though.
んか勘違いしてたのかな。はは。
勘違い
Mixed
だ
up,
と
huh? Really?
本当か
ほんとほんと。
Really,
マジで
really?
ほんと。
For real?
おいそこ
Hey, what are you doing here? Stop the whispering.
ああいえ大したことで
Oh
は
no,
ありませ
it's
ん
nothing
はい
major. Yes, sir. Thanks to Misawa scolding, the two manage to step away from Keishino. Yagumo and Magari breathe sighs of relief while thanking Misawa in their hearts.
おう
Hey, Keishino already told me a bit about it, but I hear you're interested in info on this Yugunsai Kumashiro character.
ねえ
Yes,
俺もそいつ
apparently
に
he's after
狙わ
me
れ
for
てる
some
ようですし
reason. So if you
正
figure
体
out
が
who
分
he
かっ
is,
たなら
please
教
tell
え
me.
てほしいんです
なるほど
I see.
まそれは
Well,
わからんでもない
we don't know that yet, but for
とりあ
now,
え
I'll
ず
tell you
今
what we
わか
do
って
know.
ることなら教えてやるよ
三沢さん
Misawa,
desu ka?
are you sure about this?
無関係の
I
人
wouldn't
間な
be
ら
if
と
he
もか
was
く
unrelated to all this, but he was framed in the Tatsu no
一応こい
Mae
つも
Shrine
冤罪
incident.
着せられそう
You
になっ
should
た
tell
被
him the
害
bare
者だから
minimum.
な
はあ
でだ
Anyway,
熊城
at the
有
moment,
限
the identity
祭と
of
かいう
Yugunsai
人物の
Kumashiro
正
is
体だが
completely unknown.
今の時点では完全に不明だな
不明
Unknown. So that
ってこと
means
は
Yugo
やはり
wasn't him
ユーゴ
after
は
all?
熊代有限祭本人じゃなかったってことですか
あ
Yes.
ああいつが言うには
And what he says, one day he suddenly got a mail from a
人物
so-called
からメールが来て
Kumashiro Yugunsai
そ
who'd
れ以
been
来
instructing
奴
him
から
on what
メ
to
ール
do
による指示
since.
を受けてたらしい細部は奴がアレンジしたそうだが
Yugo came up with the details of the incident, but putting a crime on you was based on Yugunsai's advice.
実際奴のスマホを
We
確
did
認した
check his
ら
phone and we
そん
found
な
a few
メールが
mails that
何通
fit
も
his
出てきたよ
testimony.
アドバイス
Vice.
あの
The sham shaman
芸能
pulled
者野
something
郎
like
そ
that.
んなことくそ
Damn it. Who the hell
奴
is
は
he?
何者なんだ
そりゃこっちが聞き
That's
た
what
い
we
な
want to know. He's
お
fixated
前
on
に
you.
それだけ執着
Any
してる
idea
相手だ
on who
何か
might be
心
out
当た
to
りは
get
ない
you
の
like
か
that?
あるわけないでしょそ
course
んな
not.
絡まれ方する
I
よ
don't
うな
remember
こと
having that much
見
bad
覚え
blood
が
with
ありませ
someone.
んよそれよりメールの発信者を突き止めた方が
Wouldn't
早いん
tracing
じゃない
back
ですか
whoever sent those mails be faster?
それがな
Well, you
生
see,
活安全
we
課
had the
の
Community
サイバー
Safety
犯罪
Division
担当で調
Cybercrime
べちゃい
section
る
look
んだ
into it,
が
but looks
なか
Yugunsai
なか
didn't
一
use
筋縄じゃい
conventional
かないら
means.
しくてな俺も詳しくは分からんのだが認証を受けずに送信できるメールサーバーを利用
I'm no
してる
expert
と
on
か
this topic, but apparently he
メー
uses
ル
some kind of mail server that doesn't need authentication.
とかいう
Mail
方法を使
exploit,
ってると
I
か
think.
わかるかこれ
Ever heard of it?
いや
No. Sounds like gibberish to me.
説明を受けた俺もだよ
Same here.
ま
And they explained
要
it
す
to
る
me.
に差出人の
Anyway,
特定
it
は
means
難しいって
identifying the
こと
sender
だ
is difficult.
そういうことですか
Let's see.
しかしこっちとして
Still,
は
we can't help but
こ
feel
の
that
熊代
Yugandai
有限祭と
Kumashiro
やら
has
が
some
お前に
some
執
kind
着
of
するの
reason to be
そ
this
れなりの
fixated
理
with
由
you.
があるとしか思えないんだがな本当に心当たりないのか
Do you really have no inkling as to someone who might fit the
う
bill?
ん
Mm,
あればそりゃ言いますけどね
but did I tell you?
俺だって
Believe
いつ
me,
までも
being followed
こん
by
な
a
のに
freak
付
like
きま
this
とわれ
isn't
るの
fun.
気持ち悪いですから
そうは言うけどよ。人間生きてると自分じゃ気づかないう
You
ち
say
に
that, but it's not
他人に
unusual
恨
for
み
people
買う
to
なん
get
て
others
普
to
通にある
develop
もんだ
grudges
ろ。
against them without even noticing it.
気づかないうちに買ってる恨みじゃどうしようもないじ
Yeah,
ゃ
but
ないで
if
す
I
か。
never noticed someone developed a grudge against me, how am I supposed to do anything about it?
ま、それもそうだが
Yeah,
な。
I suppose that's true. Keishino sneaks a stabbing glaze towards Yagumo and
う
Magat.
ーめっちゃ睨
Oh,
んで
he's
ますや
staring
ん
daggers at us.
ひとはちゃんの病院の
Yeah,
件
well,
バレちまったからな。
he did call us out for lying about Hitoha's hospital.
ひとはちゃんの病
しかし、ほんと、
うん
そうは
気づかないう
ま、
Right, so I've been there. Let's see if... Yagumo approaches the reception desk and asks for a meeting with Isogami, who then waits to be ushered in. Sayama used to be part of the camera crew for Shimane TV. Isogami should have known that. They worked in the same station after all. It'd make sense that they'd know each other. But if he knew that and didn't tell me about it so far, might mean he's hiding things from me too. I have to clarify that. As that thought crosses Yagumo's mind, the receptionist calls him and tells him he can enter now. Yagumo sits opposite of Isogami in the reception office. After exchanging greetings, he cuts right to the
磯
chase.
上さん実は佐山さんが10年前のプロジェクトに
Isogami,
関わってた
actually.
ことが分かり
I
ました
learned that Sayama was involved with the project 10 years
佐
ago.
山さんが
He was?
10
With
年
that
前のプロジェ
project?
クトに
I never knew.
ほんと
Isogami appears surprised, though Yagumo isn't sure how seriously he should take him. Yagumo presses him for answers while keeping his eyes fixed on his face so as not to miss any changes to his facial expression.
佐山さんもともとこち
Apparently,
らの社員
Sayama
カメラマ
worked
ンだ
here
ったそう
before
で
as
すね
part of the camera crew, and that's how
そ
he
れ
was
でプロ
involved
ジェ
with
クト
the
に参
project.
加してたそうです
そうなんだ
Really? Wow, I never knew.
知らなかったな
If that's the case, I wonder
それ
why
ならそれ
he
で
told
あ
me.
の人もそうと言ってくれればいいのにねほら
Remember
マッ
when
ク
you
スちゃん
pulled
を
that
試
trick
す
to
ため
test
に
you?
一芝居打った時
He
とか
didn't say anything at
あ
the
の
time.
人そんなこと一言も言わなかったけどね
そうですか
Really? Well,
まあ
apparently
途
he
中
left the
で離
project
脱され
halfway
たそう
through,
で
so he probably didn't
大
have
した
much
話
to
は聞
tell.
けませんでした
へえ途
Oh,
中離脱ね
so he left halfway through.
まあ社内でもあのプロジェクトの件は
Even within the
なん
company,
と
that
なく
project
タ
kind
ブ
of
ーみ
became
た
a
いになって
taboo
るから
topic.
僕
I don't
も
really
あ
want
ん
to
ま
get
り
involved in the past
昔の
either.
ことは関わりたくないかなそれよりさ
But don't you think making sure this project succeeds is more important right now?
そうですね
Yes. You're right.
そうそう
Yes, I am.
マックス
You
ちゃ
should
んも
focus
さ
on this project
そんな
rather than try
昔
to
の
dig
こ
up
と
the
より
past,
今
Matsi.
のプロット
I'm
に
looking
集
forward
中
to
し
it.
てよ
ええもちろん頑張ります
Yes, I'll put in my best effort.
うん頼むよ
Yagumo couldn't read anything from Izugami's expression except for what he said, and rose to his feet with slumped shoulders. Yagumo bows and leaves the room, realizing he just experienced just how stubborn those in the business can be. Let's go to Mihonoseki. Yagumo sees Monami walking along Aoshi Datami Road as if relishing every single step. Monami notices his presence and approaches with a smile.
モナミさん
Hey,
散策で
Monami,
すか
out on a walk?
ええこちらに来てから
I haven't had
のんび
much
りと
time
させ
to
てもら
relax
ってな
since
かった
coming
か
here.
ら井伏監督がプロット作業で引きこもってる間
Director
に
Ibuse is shut away working on the plot, so I'm trying to make the most of my free time. Monami cracks an impish smile as she says that, leaving a different impression from her usual demeanor of a devoted secretary.
ところでヤグモくんはどうしたの？井伏監督に用事なら
What are you doing
当
here,
分
Yagumo?
戻ってこな
If
い
you
と
have
思う
business
け
with
ど
Director Ibuse, I don't think he'll be back anytime soon.
ああいや
Oh no,
ひとはち
we
ゃんに
just saw the
お
flowers
見
you
舞い
gave
の花をい
Hitoha
た
when
だ
we
いたそう
visited
なん
her,
で
so I thought we should thank
俺
him
か
for
ら
that.
もお礼を言っとかなきゃなと思ったんですが
ああその
Oh, that.
それなら気にすること
You don't
な
have
い
to
わ
worry
よ。
about that. I happened to hear about Miss Amakata and decided to visit her
私
on
の
my
方
own.
で勝手にお見舞い持って行っただけだから。
あれ、それじゃあもしか
Huh?
して
Wait,
イブ
so
セ
Director
監督
Ibuse doesn't
こ
know
のこ
about
とを
this?
ご存じないんですか？
あの人、プロットやシナリオ作業に集中してるときは、完全に外界との接触をシャットアウト
When
し
he's
ちゃうから。
focused on writing scenarios or plots, he shuts himself away from the
私
outside
の方
world.
で適宜
I
処理
deal
す
with
る
his
ようにして
matters
る
when
の。
that happens. Oh, give ya. Be right back, guys. Okay, guys, I have to leave this here because I've just got a call from the hospital. I can go pick up my husband. So I'm just going to save this quickly. Sorry it's so sudden. I was expecting him to be much, much longer. Turns out that went swimmingly fast. And I need to check bus times now and finish getting ready. So I will see you guys later. Give me about an hour or two. Get my husband settled in and everything back home. And I will see you then. We'll continue this, depending on what he wants to do. Chances are he won't. He's just had sedation and everything, so I don't think he will be good for gaming. So I'll probably just continue this. I'll see you guys later. Bye for now.